Hello and welcome along to the race briefing video for Sunday's Chiltern Ridge Half Marathon. My name is Chris, I'm the race director, and as usual just going to run through the plan for the race. Third time that we've done this event on the current route, fifth time overall, and this one's based out of Wendover, beautiful village, and also where Runaway Adventures is now based. So this is our home race, which is very exciting for us. So when you arrive in Wendover on Sunday morning, three places you can park. You've got the train station, which is right next to the registration area, so that's probably the easiest place to park. It does cost money, so I think it's about £4.50, something like that on a Sunday. And then there's two other free places you can park in Wendover, which is the library car park just off the high street and the car park at the Witchell Pavilion Cricket Club. So both of those are free, but they are a bit smaller. So get yourself parked and then head over to the Shoulder of Mutton pub. Now, registration is going to be open from 9 until 10:15. So you'll be coming there in the car park, picking up your wristbands, which we use for timing, your bib, safety pins, all the normal stuff. Then once you're registered, you'll be waiting around until around 10:15, where I will give a quick briefing, just a safety briefing for a couple of minutes, say hello to everyone, and then we walk everyone to the start, which is about a 5-minute walk away from the pub, where we walk up the road, cross the road, get you across safely, and then we start on the footpath going up the side of Coombe Hill. Tea and coffee is going to be available inside the pub, so feel free to head in there. You know, you can arrive early, head in there and sort of relax for a bit and just have a drink. There's toilets in the pub. We've also got some portaloos in the car park of the pub, and if you're coming via the train station, there's proper toilets at the train station. And if you're parking in the library car park, there's also public toilets in the library car park. So there's plenty of toilets knocking around. Okay, so yeah, after registration, we'll walk you to the start. Now, the start and finish are in different locations. So the finish is on the top of Coombe Hill, right next to the monument. Now, if you want to leave anything at registration to be transported to the finish, that's absolutely fine, but please only do so if you need to. It's going to be a very warm day, so we'd really appreciate it, just in terms of our logistics, if you didn't bring really large bags or anything like that and leave them with us, because we're transporting everything up the hill. So you're welcome to leave a small jacket, a very small bag, and we'll transport that to the finish, but please nothing bigger than that. There'll be a van at the Shoulder of Mutton and we'll be putting everything in there, so that's where it'll be, right next to registration. So great. Now the race route is absolutely stunning. Be warned, it is not flat, but there are lots of downs to complement all of the ups. Now, it's a half marathon distance. You're going to be initially heading out along the Ridgeway, and then once you get to the Plough, which is the pub at the foot of Whiteleaf Hill, that's where our checkpoint is. So we've got that, you're passing that twice. The first time you see it is at 6.5 kilometers, and then you see it again at 16. There will be food, so we've got Mountain Fuel gels, and there'll be some fruit and some few salty things, and we'll have Coke, water, and just general sort of aid station supplies there. Now, just like with all our other races and pretty much everyone else, we have moved to a coupler system at our checkpoints to try and reduce waste. So most of you will have either a soft flask or a soft cup, but if you don't, then you can buy a Runaway Adventures branded one on our website, which you can pick up at registration. But yeah, we don't have any plastic cups at the aid station, so please have something if you want to take advantage of any of the fluids at the checkpoint. There are also toilets available at the Plough, so if you go past that checkpoint and you need to, ask one of the marshals and they'll show you where that is. On the route, just be super careful of road crossings, of course other people that are going to be around. If there's any horse riders, please slow down and walk past them, particularly if you're approaching from behind. Please just let the rider know that you're there, so that it doesn't give anyone a shock. Part of the route goes through the Prime Minister's house, the Chequers estate, which is absolutely fine. It's on the main Ridgeway Trail, but please, when you see that bit, there's lots of signs everywhere saying you're on camera and not to trespass anywhere. Don't at that point decide to wander off for a mid-race break or a selfie or anything. You'll get arrested almost immediately. So just follow the signs there. Great. Signage. So the whole thing is going to be marked with our signage. I've got it all here. So we've got our kind of classic white arrows on an orange background. So these come in all sorts of different sizes. So this is what they all look like. Sometimes they even tell you which way to turn. We've also got, every now and again, wrong way signs. We've sometimes got hazard signs or road crossing ahead signs. So, if you're wearing any sort of headphones or anything that's going to take your senses away, when you see one of these, take those out and just be fully aware of your surroundings. Got a load of orange ribbons that we'll be putting along the trail as well. So that'll get you around the course, and it will also be aided by a big team of our marshals, and along with the group from Buck Search and Rescue, who will be out on the course providing medical support and a bit of marshalling as well. Now, I always say this and I always recommend it. Although the thing is, the race is fully signposted, it is in the British countryside. There are lots of potential places that you could miss signage. So if you have the ability to download the GPS off our website, upload it to your watch, upload it to your phone, and on the off chance that happens, you've got a way of consulting the route and working out how to get back on it. So that's all available on our website in lots of different formats. I'll show that on the screen now. You can get that downloaded if you know how and if you want to. Okay, a couple of other things to say. There is no mandatory gear. The trails are super hard. There's no water at all on the, there's no mud, there's nothing soft on the course at all. However, that being said, it is very uneven in a lot of places. So, watch your footing, wear a shoe that has some stability. If you can, we recommend carrying your phone with you, because that means, of course, if there's a problem, then you can call that in. There is an emergency phone number that's on your bib, and I'll put that on the screen now. When you get to the finish, which is right next to the monument on Coombe Hill, please do invite any spectators you want to come up there and cheer you in. There is a car park at the top of Coombe Hill. But be warned, that does get very busy just generally with walkers. It's a completely free car park. There's probably space for, say, 30-40 cars up there. So you can try it, but you can't park anywhere on the roads around there. So it is much easier to park in Wendover and then walk up the hill yourself, which I would say takes about 20 minutes. And then when you finish, you will need to walk back down the hill to Wendover. I'd say it's about a 15-minute walk back down the hill. At the finish, we'll be giving you some snacks, nice one to try, providing them, and we'll also have loads of drinks as well. So we'll leave you kind of refreshed and fueled before you walk, but you will have to walk back down into Wendover. The toilets will still be outside the pub, the Portaloos. We do have a Portaloo as well in the car park at the top of Coombe Hill, which is a bit closer if you're desperate at the finish line. Lovely. So yeah, last thing really to say is results will be available on our website immediately. Just head over to runawadventures.com/results. You'll see the results there as you go through the finish line. The photos will come a little bit later. We've got Dan with us for the day. You'll see him in a few different spaces, so give him a smile when you see him. And a massive thanks in general to the National Trust for allowing us to have the finish in such a cool location on the top of Coombe Hill. The Chiltern Society, who look after Whiteleaf. If you've never been to Whiteleaf before, that loop that you're doing around there, some of the best trail running in the Chilterns. They keep it, beautiful, and work very hard for that. And the Ridgeway National Trail as well. So thanks to all of those people for allowing us to do this race, and of course my marshal team and everyone that's going to be there on the day. Do say thank you to anyone you can. It's really, really appreciated. So have a great trip down there. That's all we've got to tell you. Sunday morning, Chiltern Ridge Half Marathon. We'll see you there.